And Marina Mabrey is looking like, I know this didn't just happen to me. I know this did not just happen to me. And yes, indeed, Marina Mabrey, it did. Because sometimes the grass is not always, sucks for Marina Mabrey though. She wanted to leave, but her practice facility got worse, and all the best players on her team.
Marina Mabrey looks like she can't believe it. I know this didn't just happen to me. I know this did not just happen to me, she thinks. But yes, Marina, it did. Because sometimes the grass isn't always greener. Ever seen someone's bad karma hit them like a fast break dunk in the face? Well, Marina Mabrey is living that moment right now, and it's almost too perfect.
Indiana, who had a 2-point lead moments ago, now trails 5-4 following.
This is the same Marina who laughed when Dee Carrington poked Caitlin Clark in the eye like it was some schoolyard prank. That smug grin? Yeah, not looking so cute now. Indiana, which had a 2-point lead moments ago, now trails by 4 after Marina's antics. Remember when she made fun of Dee Carrington for poking Caitlin Clark?
Marina Mabrey, remember she was making fun when Dejanay poked Caitlin Clark and I remember she was doing it?
Money Mabrey requesting a trade from the Connecticut.
Fast forward, and Caitlin Clark is becoming the face of the WNBA, while Marina is stuck, waving her arms like a desperate hitchhiker trying to escape Connecticut. The Sun are falling apart faster than Angel Reese's jumper, while the Indiana Fever are building a squad that looks like a future dynasty. Marina, however, is learning the hard way that messing with greatness can bring some serious basketball karma. What in the world just happened? They left me holding the bag. They got me. They left me. I wanted to be traded from the Chicago Sky to the Connecticut Sun because I thought I'd be joining a championship-caliber team.
What in the world? What in the world? They just left me holding the bag. They got me. They left me. They left me, and I am just holding the bag. I'm sitting here. I wanted to trade from the Chicago Sky to the Connecticut Sun because I said I wanted to be on a championship-style team. Right? That's what I wanted. Right? But now, we see.
But now we see how things have unfolded. So how did Marina go from sidekick giggles to a WNBA afterthought? What does this spectacular downfall tell us about Caitlin Clark's stranglehold on the league's future? Get ready for a story of instant karma. Marina May thought she could ride the wave of petty drama and come out on top. But instead, she's sinking faster than the Sun's playoff hopes. It all started with that smirk.
When you went and kind of swatted at Caitlin, did you intend to hit her in the eye? And if so, could you just, or if not, either way, could you talk about what happened on that play?
I don't even know why I would intend to hit anybody in the eye. That doesn't even make sense to me. But no, I didn't. I didn't know I hit her, actually. I was trying to make a play on the ball, and I guess I followed through and I hit her. So obviously it's never intentional. That's not even like the type of player that I am.
Did you and Marina kind of laugh about it afterwards? It looked like there was later on in the game they caught you guys laughing about it.
No, I just told you I didn't even know I hit her, so I can't laugh about something I didn't know happened.
The infamous courtside laugh, as Carrington jabbed Caitlin Clark in the eye like a middle school bully. Marina acted like she was at a comedy show, not witnessing a cheap shot at the face of the WNBA. When she was asked if she intended to hit Clark, she shrugged it off, claiming it wasn't intentional. But basketball fans don't forget. Clips flooded social media, and while Caitlin Clark took it like a pro, Marina leaned into the pettiness. Big mistake. Karma works quicker than Kelsey Mitchell's crossover. Rumors spread that Marina's presence was toxic.
It has set in freaking Uncasville, Connecticut. The Connecticut Sun is no more. Ever since everybody and their mama, including the head coach, the former head coach being Stephanie White, ever since everybody and their mama jumped ship, I said it is over with. They have lost all their talent. And now, guys, it's breaking news. Marina Mabrey has said, you know what? She looked to her right. Hold on. She looked to her right. She looked to her left. She said, I can't do it no more. Marina Mabrey is hilarious. I'm sorry. This is her fourth team again. She used to be a Dallas Wing. She used to be a Los Angeles Spark. She used to be a Chicago Sky. And now she's a Connecticut Sun. And now she's like, you know what? Again, like she looked around at that Will Smith. Remember in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Will Smith came home and it was no furniture, it was no people.
The Suns' locker room became tense, and it didn't take long to trace that back to her. Teams around the league noticed. No one wants drama when they're trying to win championships. The Suns' reign has ended, especially after everyone jumped ship, including head coach Stephanie White. The Connecticut Sun is no more. And now, breaking news. Marina Mabrey has looked around and she can't do it anymore. In a league with tight rosters and precious contracts, being labeled a problem is a fast track to the bench. Front offices talk and coaches compare notes, especially when you're already on your fourth team.
And Marina Mabrey was left holding the bag because, you know, she's on that team. She wanted to be there. And once she got there, a couple months later, the head coach is gone. Again, the head coach is gone. All five of your starters are gone. Not just your point guard, not just your shooting guard, not just your small forward, not just your power forward, not just your center. All five are gone. So that veteran presence that have won championships before, gone. That head coach that was on the verge of winning a championship as a head coach, gone.
Yes, Marina's on her fourth team. She started with the Dallas Wings, moved on to the Los Angeles Sparks, then the Chicago Sky, and now the Connecticut Sun. She's now stuck, refreshing her phone and wondering why no one is trading for her. Her DMs, empty. That laugh she once flashed now seems pretty hollow. When Marina joined Connecticut, she said she wanted to be part of a disciplined team with a championship mindset. But months later, the head coach is gone, 5 starters are gone, and the team she thought would be her championship destination is now in chaos.
Marina Mabrey. This is what Marina Mabrey said when she went to Connecticut, by the way. Being a part of a team like this that is so disciplined with a championship mindset, I haven't been a part of that yet. Remember, she was traded to the Sun just back in July. But now, things done. And I'm trying to think of teams that can afford her. Like just salary cap wise. She is on a $200K contract. It's not a max, but it's a $200K contract.
Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark's jersey is flying off the shelves and the Fever are setting records for season ticket sales. Marina, however, is watching from the sidelines, realizing too late that mocking greatness might have been the biggest mistake of her career. The Connecticut Sun tried to play the tough team role. Gritty, physical, all bark with a little bite. But now, that bark sounds more like a desperate whimper. The Sun are falling apart, and I'm trying to think of teams that could even afford her salary. She's on a $200K contract, which isn't a max, but still, it's a chunk of change.
Take a look at the women on the left side of my screen right here, okay? Take a good look at them because they are no longer on the team Connecticut Sun in the WNBA. Veronica Burton is missing on this photo, but that is player number 6. That's 6 women who are no longer on the Connecticut Sun. So again, I don't hold it against Marina Mabrey. I actually feel sorry for Marina Mabrey because she is pretty much stuck, entrapped in Uncasville, Connecticut, where they don't even have the...
The Sun's locker room is now as chaotic as the Las Vegas Aces vibe. The chemistry is non-existent, and the team's dysfunction can't be hidden behind petty antics. Marina didn't just fall off individually, she helped drag the whole team down with her. The pettiness she embraced became the team's brand. And rather than focusing on winning basketball, the Sun became known for extracurricular drama. That's not a winning culture, that's a disaster.
People in the Fever were like, y'all.
That's not my point. There's a lot of other shit going on that players are like, this ain't where I want to be.
Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some new shit going on around there.
It's a lot. Yeah. So you have players that are very significant on this Indiana Fever team that are like, I don't want to be here. This is where I want to be. Yeah.
But here's the thing. This collapse isn't just embarrassing. It's franchise-altering. The WNBA is changing, and teams like the Fever are building for the future around stars like Caitlin Clark. The Liberty and Lynx are stacking talent, and even the Aces are loaded with Olympians. Meanwhile, The Sun are figuring out if they need group therapy or a full rebuild.
What kind of things do you feel?
I'm not in the locker room.
Okay,
okay,
but just
I'm talking about more social media.
Okay,
It's a turn.
Right?
It's a turn, right? It's really a turn of the tides.
Well,
right.
Phil, here's my point. The beginning of the year, right? Everybody saw in the
3
beginning.
WNBA MVPs in your career. Would you consider each of those 3 seasons as dominant seasons for yourself?
No.
I can't. Bro, Cheryl Swoops is willing to lie about her own career before she even admits that Caitlin is dominant.
Take a look at the women on the left side of my screen. These are players who are no longer on the Connecticut Sun team. Fans have noticed, too. Ticket sales are dropping, and jerseys are gathering dust. Meanwhile, Clark's supporters are flooding arenas, and Fever merch is flying off the shelves. The Sun's fans are starting to wonder if they'll even have a team that can compete next year.
Yeah, for Cheryl Swoops, if you see Cheryl Swoops, she did a lot of talking a few months ago about the Indiana Fever, the locker room environment, how people didn't want to play there, how people wanted to leave. Stephanie White came in and said, okay, hold up. Let me go to Indeed.com and Indeed get some free agents to come in here that want to play, that are accomplished, seasoned veterans. She did all that.
Are you in a position where you can add some pieces?
Yes, we are. We're definitely in a position. And I would think that if you are a smart basketball player and you watch the way she plays, you would want to play with her.
The truth is, the Sun tried to bully their way to success. But in today's WNBA, it's the teams that build around stars like Caitlin Clark that win championships. The Connecticut Sun wanted to be the enforcers, but they've become the punchline. Now, Cheryl Swoops has been doing her best to stay on the wrong side of history. Once a trailblazer in the WNBA, she's now like the league's Facebook aunt, dropping cold takes that nobody asked for.
So to pick up a vet, a professional like Sydney Colson, and then you also have a vet like DeWanna Bonner, and you also have a vet like Kelsey Mitchell, and then you have Cece and Aaliyah Boston and Lexi.
Indiana Fever are officially title contenders. Every day they have something new for us in free agency. And today it's Miss DeWanna Bonner. 6-time WNBA All-Star and WNBA champ. A veteran in this game, can pretty much do it all, also an enforcer, nasty defense. Should I continue? We have a new starting 5. Caitlin at the 1, Kelsey at the 2, DeWanna at the 3, Natasha Howard at the 4, and Aaliyah Boston at the...
She didn't buy into Caitlin Clark's hype, questioning why Clark was getting so much attention. But as Clark's game spoke louder, Swoops refused to adjust. She doubled down, and now every time Clark hits a game winner, it's another nail in the coffin of Swoops' credibility. Swoops should know that respect is earned, not guaranteed. You can't coast on past glory while dissing the future of the league.
It doesn't make any sense by any stretch of the imagination. In what way would you not want to play in Indiana? The place where you're getting sold out arenas, the most viewership on television, playing with a player who was top 3 in MVP voting as a rookie, who clearly elevates her teammates around her. She scores a lot, but she is also dishing out the ball, able to elevate everyone around her. Why wouldn't you want to be?
Caitlin Clark is dominating on the court, lifting the Fever and transforming the entire WNBA. Meanwhile, the haters are falling one by one because this league is changing. The players who elevate the game are thriving, while those who try to drag it down are getting left behind. So, the next time someone takes a cheap shot at Clark, they might want to think twice, because karma is on her side, and her jumper is just as deadly. Do you agree? Let us know in the comments. Like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you never miss out. Click the video on the screen, and we'll see you in the next one.